Okay, you guys, it is Saturday and it is our shakeout day. Tomorrow we have our Kiwanis Sprint Triathlon. So today we are going to hit a 25-minute bike and then we're going to do a 20-minute recovery run. So just hitting a brick session. Mom life, when your husband's at work and doing a photo shoot and you are a single parent at home while he's away, you got to figure it out. So I can't get out on the bike and I can't get out on the run. So today we're staying in the garage and we are killing it that way. So all you moms out there who are trying to work on something or a goal or what have you, and we have to accommodate, I feel you, and it's not always easy. So today I'm going to walk you guys through nutrition as well. What does that look like going into a sprint triathlon? You eat way more food than you actually might think you do. And we'll talk about that a little bit. So we're gonna hop on the bike, get our run, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna half a cup of egg whites. Normally I would weigh on our scale, but I just started using the Fuelin app. I highly recommend that for anyone who is doing endurance sports right now. It is so cool. If you're using like TriDot or another training platform, it basically will integrate your workouts for you into the app. And it will tell you exactly what you need based around your workouts for an endurance athlete. So I think I'm at like 100 carbs post-workout, about 35 grams of protein, and somewhere around 10 grams of fat. Okay, so here we are. Here is breakfast. So we have half a cup of egg whites and then 2 full eggs just scrambled together. Sourdough toast. It's about 70 grams of sourdough toast. I need about 35. And then on top of that is this mango jelly. I found this on Thrive Market, and we're a big fan of Crafters jellies and jams already, but I did not know that they made a mango one, and we got it. It is so freaking delicious. I'm also finishing off my electrolytes. I use the BPN electrolytes. I had this on the bike and run today, so I'm just going to finish that, and then I will probably absolutely have another cup of coffee, just because it sounds amazing. So this is meal 1 essentially today, and then we'll have meal 2 in about a couple hours or so. Okay, so we're gonna go with meal 2 essentially. So this is gonna be about 1 hour behind. It's more like 1.5 hours behind meal 1, which you just saw. So this is nothing fancy by any means. I'm gonna do a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I'm just gonna use the same jelly that I had. I love the mango jelly, so I just run things on repeat until I get tired of them. And then just your regular organic peanut butter from Thrive Market. And then I don't love whole wheat bread, but this is what we had left over from the competition. It's my husband's favorite. I actually prefer this keto bread from Nature's Own. I'm making Oakley a grilled cheese, but this has way too much fiber for the day before a race. So I need to opt for, the real stuff. So this is all we had. So that's what I'm going to have today right now for my snack. And then in about an hour or so, we'll have lunch. But I'm going to continue to drink my electrolytes. I added 1 more scoop to this. Kind of try to carb load that, or not carb load, electrolyte load today. So I'll have this is going to be my last scoop. So that would be 3 scoops for the day. And then we'll go from there. We've been through 2 meals already. This morning I cooked pretty much all the meals that I need for my side business. I have a meal prep delivery business, so did what I needed to do there. Did my brick session, got 2 meals in, took a shower, and so now I'm gonna cook my third meal, which is technically like lunch, like a later lunch. But guess what came out? I am so excited. So I'm gonna have this real quick while I'm cooking my lunch, and then I'll show you guys what that is. And then we're probably gonna take a nap. I got my fancy little compression sleeves on, just to get some blood circulation to my legs. And my recovery last night was only like 54%. So probably gonna take a nap, and then my little guy is gonna head to his Nona and Papa's this afternoon. So we'll get him packed and ready to go, and then we'll see what the rest of the day brings us. Okay, so here is our lunch. We're looking at meal 3. So I have about 170 grams of cooked rice, about 113 grams of ground bison, and then I have a piece of Velveeta cheese in here that I just microwaved and mixed a little bit, and then ketchup, sugar-free ketchup, and mustard. So all together, we're looking at about 53 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat, and about 30 grams of protein. So if you haven't tried this kind of like cheeseburger bowl, I highly recommend it. I would normally put like a lettuce or a green in here, but again, because we're like pre-race, I don't want to add any leafy greens to it. I'll have time to do that tomorrow post-race, but here we are. We're gonna eat and enjoy. Okay, so here's meal 4. It's gonna be my, what they call a perform shake. I got this recipe from the Fuelin app that I use. So really all it is 8 ounces of almond milk, a medium banana, about 35 grams of blueberries, 2 scoops of glutamine, which is about 10 grams, 1 scoop of creatine, and a half a scoop of protein powder. I use the Evogen oatmeal cookie. It's just my favorite and it tastes good and everything. So I put a lot of ice in mine because I like my shakes to be a little bit thicker. This one's actually kind of thin, but we're just gonna chug it down. But this is meal 4, and we have 2 more meals left in the day. Okay, so here's meal 5. This is my biggest meal of the day. This is essentially dinner. So we have about 4 ounces of dry pasta cooked. Have about 83 grams of cooked shrimp in here. Rob cooked the shrimp. Added a little bit of bell peppers, and then we put about a tablespoon of butter, and then I have about 60 grams of sourdough bread to go with it. So we'll have this delicious meal, and then we'll have 1 more meal before game time. Here we are, our last meal of the night. This is meal 6. So my Cocoa Crisps, some vanilla almond unsweetened almond milk, and just 1 cup of it. And that's all she wrote. All right, so that's it as far as the full day of nutrition goes pre-race. Hope you guys got something out of it. It will constantly change. Might look different for the next race. It might look different for Waco. In fact, I know it will look different. I'm gonna be trying some different meals to see what sits best for me. Right now, this is also about gut training and just taking a look at what can work for me and what I might have to avoid. So far, I'm gonna say that everything we've ate today has been pretty good. I'm excited to see what it does for me tomorrow, and we'll see what we end up keeping and what we end up taking away. I hope you enjoyed the video and keep watching. Next one will be the recap on how the Rockwall Tri Sprint went. So I'll keep you updated, but in the meantime, go collect some finish lines.